Hey, it's Tami Roman from Basketball Wives, and I'm on the red carpet with Miss Drama TV. This is Meeka Claxton, and you're watching Miss Drama TV.
Okay. When they talk about me, they say I be tripping. Yeah. What they say about me doesn't make me mad. No. I think they hating cause they see me when I'm
actually really sad to see you go.
Well, huh? No one's reported that yet.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing rumors. I'm hearing the rumors too. First off, I personally love you on the show. I think you're very eloquent. I think you're a classy woman. I think that maybe sometimes people misread you wrong because there's always something in the gossip sites. So explain kind of your case as to, why do you think people misinterpret you? I mean, on the show, because I feel like you carry yourself pretty well.
Well, you know what? I'm not into explaining my case.
Yeah.
I'm too grown for that.
Okay.
Not about, it's like, if you want to know me, you have to get to know me.
Right.
You can't really judge me over 2 minutes.
Yeah. And I think it's a little bit upsetting, just the fact that, women, I mean, there's been a lot of flack about the show, and as a woman who I know is about her business, clearly, do you think that if you were to leave, would it be more of a decision that, hey, it's time for me to move on to other things type of situation? I mean, do you feel like do you think that the show perhaps takes away from some of the things that women potentially are really doing and that are uplifting?
I will say this.
Okay.
That's all I can say. That if I were to leave and, it weren't my decision, it would really show the truth about what they're really about.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well said. Your one and only drama queen, of course. You know this lady right here. She's always looking good, though. Always looking good. From TV to cover of magazines, you're doing it right now. And of course, we're here tonight. This is the Urban World Film Festival, and I mean, you're a part of a big movement right now. A movement that, essentially, I think we've been a little bit lost. We need more in depth, and I think you're back with Tunes. So talk a little bit about that to give us an idea what it's all about.
Well, the Tunes is about one man's journey through the New York Central booking system, which is called the Tunes.
Right.
And I like to consider it a socially conscious piece, which kind of touches on the issues of our men being thrust into jail unnecessarily for, jaywalking, for lack of insurance, for jumping a turnstile. I think jail should really be for people who commit crimes.
Exactly.
And so, they're overcrowded with our men. They become statistics unnecessarily. So we wanted to touch on that.
And I think it's wonderful that you're out here today. Of course, another thing that, my listeners, my viewers like to check out is Basketball Wives. You know what I mean? That's one of the big little shows that we can't get enough of. We can't get enough of you. Interestingly, yesterday I was talking to Meeka. I saw her here, and I was like, okay, so how's everything going with the show? I mean, we're hearing a lot of rumors about her leaving the show or the show not renewing her contract. She said that it's not official as yet, but of course, obviously people who keep up on the rumors and the gossip know that you have made a statement saying, hey, if she's coming back, I don't think I can do it. Right. So what are your sentiments now? I mean, time has passed. Are you still pretty adamant about that? Would you like to see her back?
Well, in all honesty, I thought that Meeka was coming back even with my saying that. I think Meeka shot her own self in the foot. We all work together. We all do a TV show. It is what it is in the aspect of reality. And Basketball Wives is drama filled. That's what it's known for. So I think when she chose to take the path of a lawsuit, that kind of changed the viewers' vision of her, which caused them to lash out, and there was a lot of negative publicity.
Yeah, she was booed recently, I heard.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, that's kind of rough.
Well, that's hard, but people take their reality TV seriously.
Right.
So, it's been a good ride for me.
Right.
And I think since she kind of butted up against that, she's suffering a lot of negative backlash.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I definitely wish her the best and all that she has going on. Now, another thing that I know is that you are somehow, some way, shape, or form, you always seem to be a trendsetter. Now, one thing that I've noticed that kind of got away, and I really wish would come back to you because I think you started the whole non-factor thing,
But no, Evelyn started that.
Right, apparently. But I feel like, that was something that you were definitely part of. Are you going to be in any way be able to get some of the proceeds from that since that was dealing with you?
That's not really my lane, and I try to stay in my lane.
Right.
And I try to do things that are more indicative of who I am as a person, and calling another female a non-factor is not really what I would do.
Exactly, but still, it's
in that particular
scenario.
situation.
I mean, it was kind kind of referencing it to something else. It actually kind of has a, you know, cute
maybe
little...
something else, but, you know, where it came from was a negative, you know, connotation towards me and my relationship.
But we know that you are the factor right now, of course. So let's not forget that. I think you're one of the pinnacle pieces in Basketball Wives. Everybody enjoys your character on there. Now, just to kind of give us a little heads up, how much of Basketball Wives is reality versus kind of the fantasy, drama-filled piece to it?
You know, I wish I could tell you something else, but it really is real. You know, some of those
kind of a little scary.
Yeah, it is. We do what you see, unfortunately. You know, and in those moments, it's real.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can see some other peaceful moments, and
yeah, we would love that. We would actually love that because we have quite a few that never make it.
Exactly. And how do you feel about the whole LA Basketball Wives? Do you think they are up on the same caliber as the?
I haven't watched any episodes outside of the first one. So I don't feel like that's enough viewing to be a valid opinion.
Okay.
But I do like Kimsha.
Okay. Well, shout out to her.
Okay. Alright. Okay. You're right. I'm in that 760 leaning when I'm stunting. I blow 50 G's, I mean with ease like this is